Hi everyone, welcome to Skylight Tarot. I hope everyone is doing great. So the topic for today is if you guys are in a no contact situation and would want to know person on your mind, what would be their next action towards you, then this reading is for you. But please know that this is a general, collective and timeless reading. So take what resonates and leave out what is not resonating. Don't force messages. All right. Those are not for you, so don't force messages. All right, let's just get started. What's coming up for pile number one? Pile number one is number 25, love. Pile number two is number 38, storytelling. And pile number three is, I would say, number one, adventure. I always get these cards. Pile three, give me something different. Delight. Let's take this. Okay. So pile number one is number 25, love. Pile number two is number 38, storytelling. Pile number three is number 13, delight. All right, so these are your options. They are your choices. You can pause the video. You can zoom into your cards. Maybe the creative, the number, or maybe the keyword might just resonate with you. Okay, but just in case you're not feeling connected to any of the cards, then here are some additional help. That's your zodiac signs. You can connect using your sun sign, moon sign, ascendant, Venus rising, whatever works your case. But just in case you don't know which way to connect to, or you don't know what your moon sign is or anything of that sort, if there is any challenge, then simply go by your birthday. Okay. So pile number one is Capricorn, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces. Pile number two are Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Taurus. Pile number three are Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, and Aries. Okay, so these are your options, and I'll see you guys at your reading. Hey, pile one. So those of you resonated with love, and your zodiac signs are Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is going to be your reading. We are checking during this no contact situation, the person on your mind, what would be their next action towards you. All right, pile one. Person on pile one's mind, what would be their next action towards pile one? We have Ace of Cups. We have the Sun, Page of Swords, and Magician. We have Six of Cups. We have Six of Coins. We have Eight of Wands. We have Judgment. Three of Swords. And we have Lovers. Okay, I see what is happening here. I would say the next action towards you would be basically to give you that clarity, right? See, with Ace of Cups and Six of Coins, it could be like this person has not kept you in illusions, you know, perhaps have waited, watched you from a distance, trying to figure out where does this connection lie, with a lot of introspection. And I also see a lot of isolation, withdrawn sort of a feeling, right? um, but I do see that the connection is felt by both of you, right? Because we have 10 of cups, but there is some sort of divine intervention which has happened, which is kind of leading to this no contact situation. Or there was, if not divine intervention, there is some sort of a tower moment that has happened which has kind of led to this separation, right? And pile number one, I see that their next action towards you would be to give back the love, the attention, the care perhaps that they have received from you, or to basically give back what you are giving. So there is a chance of new beginning happening in this relationship. We do have Ace of Cups, right? With the Magician and Eight of Wands, it's a very action oriented energy. Their person would be taking that action. They would be showing up. They would be willing to give that equal give and take. That reciprocity of feelings, energy will be there, right? Based on whatever that you guys decide, based on whatever the communication is, right? Because they had been like very unsure about you, they had kept their distance from you, they had perhaps, watched, right? Watched you from a distance. But I think now they're ready. Now they're ready to literally just go forward. It could be also a feeling with Judgment card here that they might also have an awakening that perhaps they were not putting in the work that they have to put in. Now it's time for them to also change, right? So if they were not doing anything earlier, they're having an awakening that it's time to do that now. And the awakening is also that if they don't show up, if they don't do, if they continue to be in this Page of Swords energy, which is like, watching you from the distance and being very curious about you but still very unsure, if they're not sure about it, then there is a heartbreak which will going to come their way. This is more of a self-sabotaging behavior. If they don't show up, if they don't reciprocate, if they don't give you what you wanted, if they don't actually accept their own feelings as well for you, then this is basically a recipe for disaster. You would be moving on and they will be left alone, because this Three of Swords is more like this person is doing self-sabotaging. There is no one else putting daggers on this lady. She herself is. This kind of is more like a self-sabotaging behavior. And that is the awakening that they are getting, that what they are doing is self-sabotaging this connection. And they have to move away from this connection. Perhaps the Sun card kind of represents, although Sun is a very positive card, but here I'm just, it's more like an ego, right? The Sun is more like an ego. More like, why should I invest? More like that the other person should just worship me, or some sort of sense of superiority complex or inferiority complex, because superiority complex are a result of an inferiority complex only. At the end of the day, both are complex, right? So either this person is very, very egoistic, that's why they're self-sabotaging. This person could be like, you please go forward and take all the action, and this person was always taking. Because we do have Six of Coins here, which is about giving back something. So the realization and the next action is basically to give a chance to this connection and not let their ego and self-sabotaging tendencies come and literally ruin this connection. They are transitioning from these energies. They are operating out of love and compassion now. There is a high possibility that this person might just reach out to you, pile number one, because Ace of Cups do signify a new beginning, a new connection in a renewed way. right? And we do have love here, so I see that the love will going to be the base of it. The love is definitely there. It's like, coming out. And I also see realization of that love, expression of that love as well. It's not like someone is actually having that love and just keeping it to themselves. I see expression of love as well. I see realizing that their behavior was basically sabotaging this connection and they are trying to move away from it. So the energies are really good here. Okay. Let's just find out what could you do till then. Pile number one. What is pile number one's advice and guidance? Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, Three of Wands. Your advice is basically to trust the process, be vulnerable, and if they are expressing something, let it. I mean, it should not be like one person is expressing and the other person is not. Like, you also take a lead. It has to go like both way. If you are someone who's kind of holding on to the past while the other person is expressing, then this connection will not going to go anywhere, right? Just visualize a future together. The communication should be equal. The sharing of feelings should be equal. There has to be a mutual thing about what do you guys want in life together, right? So I would say that if this person comes forward and they express something with you, just show your feelings as well. It should not be like, all right, now you're coming. Now you're coming. I'm going to show you what you did to me. So don't operate out of ego, just operate out of love and give them a chance. That's what your guidance is. Okay. All right. Bye bye. Take care. Hey, pal, too. Hey Pal 2, so those of you who resonated with storytelling and your zodiac signs are Taurus, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Libra, this is going to be your reading. We are checking person on your mind during this no contact situation. What would be their next action towards you? All right, let's find out. So Pal 2. We have Queen of Coins. We have Six of Wands. Oh, I need to cover up something. That's YouTube, so can't help it. We have Seven of Wands and we have Three of Wands. And we have Nine of Coins. One second. Is this better now? Perhaps it is. All right. So we have Nine of Wands, Four of Coins, Queen of Swords, Page of Cups, and Eight of Cups. Okay. All right. Someone is being very grumpy, it looks like. Storytelling. Very, very defensive. Okay. I do want to clarify these two cards, right? So just hold on. Clarify Three of Wands. Clarify Three of Wands here for pile number 2. Lovers, Queen of Cups, and King of Wands. Clarify Page of Cups, Two of Wands, Ten of Swords, the Hangman. Okay. And clarify Eight of Cups, Strength, Eight of Swords, High Priestess. And clarify Nine of Coins. Thank you so much for keeping patience. Your person is a complicated person, Baltu. Clarify Nine of Coins, Magician, Ace of Swords, Six of Cups. Okay, all right. I'm sorry, I can't read cards when they are just all over the place. Okay. So pile number two, what I can see here is that in terms of storytelling, of course, your person is someone who's very good in literally being very defensive, being very, I would say, detached, yet trying to show you that no, they want this connection. Okay. So when you talk about storytelling, this person is all about themselves. They are not coming from a very healthy place, like, this person wants to focus on their life and anything of that sort. No, that is not coming. What is coming here is that when it comes to nurturing this connection, when it comes to offering you something concrete, when it comes to actually going forward and giving you that pentacle, right? And we do have a snake over here, so it's more like this person has to literally transform themselves. With this Nine of Wands, this person is very closed off, very, very closed off. Like, you cannot get through them, you cannot get through that door that they have shut. Their heart is like completely locked in a very safe vault, and they're like, how do I get to it? What's the key to it? And it's more like this Queen of Coins is more like that key. They are like showing you that key but not giving you the key, right? They are showing you the point that I'm trying to make here is that they are showing you that you guys have a future together energetically. They act like, they would want to spend their life with you. Perhaps they act like, they're very possessive about you, or they will do certain gestures more like, I don't want you to be seeing other people, but at the end of the day, this person is not giving commitment. So technically you're single and you can see other people, but energetically this person is like telling you that, hey, you belong to me. Sort of that energy is coming here, right? I would say the defensiveness of being emotional will going to persist, for a really long time, right? Even if this person is about reaching out to you, they will just reach out to you in a very casual manner, right? They will not gonna talk about anything that you would want to do right now. Right now, what is happening right now? If you talk about where do we stand together, right? And you guys are at a restaurant and you just bombard them with this topic that, hey, I think it's been years now. Where do we stand? I really want to get some clarity about it. This person would be very casual and very flirty about it. They will talk about the future, they will talk about the past, but they will not going to talk about the present. That question, they will not going to address it. They're going to beat around the bush. So I feel beating around the bush energy is very much coming, right? And not accepting that question anyway. Like, whatever that you've asked them, that clarity, they will not going to give to you. There's a lot of sneaky energy as well, right? Very, very sneaky energy, showing something else on the surface and being someone else. Yes, this person is having a realization. Now, when I talk about their next action towards you, is, see, deep down inside, if you look at these cards, this card shows that I want to give you commitment because I'm in love with you. We have Lovers, we have Queen of Cups, and we have King of Wands. And this Three of Wands is all about visualization, going forward. expanding something. But what is coming here is basically this defensiveness, this wall that they have built around themselves, which is kind of stopping them from going forward in this connection. Now, when we talk about Eight of Cups, what are they walking away from? Are they really walking away from these sneaky energies? Right? They think that it is perhaps time to take matters in their own hands and yes, have that clear communication with you. So when I talk about that, what this person was in the past, they are changing. They are changing. There is still a bit of defensiveness. I won't say that this person will completely changed, right? Because I cannot deny these cards. But yes, they're walking away from their sneakiness. They're walking away from not addressing the real question. They're walking away from not giving you clarity, right? They don't want to keep you hanging, and then and that they have realized it, right? With Magician and Six of Cups and Ace of Swords, it sort of represents that this person had a realization that if they don't come forward, this bond will be gone and they would be the one who will be responsible for it. Their own manipulation would be the one that would be responsible for it. So they either walk away from this manipulating energy where they are not giving commitment, not because commitment is something which is coming up very strongly here, right? If they are not being very open and true to you and they're not giving commitment, you're gonna walk away and they're gonna stay single. They can, perhaps manipulate everyone around them, but then they have sort of realized that they cannot manipulate you anymore. So their next action towards you could be something more genuine. Now, I will not say that if they are not manipulating, that means this person will be honest about how did they truly feel about you, and they will gonna come forward and they will gonna tell you that pile two, let's get married. I want to spend my rest of my life with you, and I had this realization. So realization is definitely there, but taking this towards, I would say, in the Six of Cups energy, they will gonna take very slow steps. So they will perhaps take a lot of time to open up, pile two, right? But there is an action which is coming your way. All right, realization is happening. That action will gonna come your way. Okay, so this is what I have for you. Let's just see what could be your guidance here. Guidance for pile number 2 in this situation. Guidance for pile number 2 in this situation. We have 10 of coins. We have strength. We have death. And we have 4 of cups. Your guidance here is that pile number 2, you have to be very patient if you want this connection, because I see defensiveness, I see insecurities from opening up to you. So that opening up would require a lot of time, and this person had to also transform. They had to go through their own healing. So if you're ready for it, then it's good. If you're not ready for it, literally just walk away. If this person is meant to be, they will gonna come around. Right? Choose your own happiness, choose your own abundance. Even though it's difficult, but choose yourself. Because if you will not going to choose yourself, this person will also not going to choose you. Right? I don't know if I'm making sense. Because I believe like you can not pour love from an empty cup. So of course you have to choose yourself. And then of course, once you're ready, once you're okay, this person could also be healing. And when they come back, you guys can start something new from a very refreshed or from a very healed energy. All right. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the love and light, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye bye. Take care. Hi, pile 3. So, those of you, I need water 1 second. Okay, hi, pile 3. So, those of you who resonated with delight, and your zodiac signs are Cancer, Aries, Leo, and Aquarius. This is going to be your reading. We are checking person on your mind during this no contact situation. What would be their next action towards you? Okay, I'm going to take these. So we have Knight of Coins, we have Five of Cups, we have Knight of Swords, King of Swords, King of Cups. Okay. And the Hierophant. To me, I'm going to take this card. Sorry. I feel there is a battle between the mind and the heart is sort of going on. We have Ten of Cups, Two of Wands, Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups. Okay. They are thinking of taking some action towards you, pile number 3. They're definitely thinking of taking any action towards you. But I do see a lot of battle between the mind as well as the heart. Of course, their heart feels like you are a wish fulfillment for them. They would want to spend time with you. They would want to get close to you. They would want to hug you and everything of that sort. They would want to get intimate with you, not in a very sexual manner, but in a very lovey-dovey manner. They would want to just cuddle up or something. Whatever that is coming to me, I'm just saying. However, however, they also feel that it's important to not get swayed by these feelings, those romantic, mushy feelings. So they feel that it's important to not be that swayed by their feelings, which is why they're controlling it, right? There could be some intimate moments that this person is remembering. And we do have a 6-6 portal today, which kind of brings to surface these kinds of feelings. But your partner is someone who is becoming very wise. And yes, they are being very practical. They are trying to detach themselves from feeling this way, from feeling that closeness with you. The, the point that I'm trying to make is that the moments between you guys is making them so nostalgic that they would want to go forward and reach out to you. But because your partner is someone perhaps who's very practical, right? Who is very, I would say, someone who is very balanced when it comes to emotions. They feel that it's important to let this feeling and let this phase pass, right? And with King of Swords and Knight of Wands, they're trying to walk away very swiftly from these energies, and they're just trying to detach themselves from feeling this way time and again. But they try to do that, but then the feelings surface again, and then they try to do this again, and it's kind of happening like multiple times, which is kind of giving them in this Five of Cups state, which is more like grief, feeling of loss, missed opportunities, missing energies, literally crying. Like something is basically holding them back. and they are just trying to run away from these feelings. But what I see here is that they are trying to see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that I first want to clarify. Knight of Coins. Seven of Swords. Page of Coins. And Six of Wands. All right, so your partner is willing to give you that commitment, and we do have Eight of Wands, but they're kind of being very, very defensive about it. They feel that it's too soon to perhaps give commitment. It's important for them to actually guard themselves. So what is coming here is that they have this clarity that if they come forward, they would want to give you that commitment. Deep in their mind, we have Hierophant here, which is coming with 10 of Coins, which kind of represents marriage and family, right? But what is coming overall is Five of Cups energy. It's like they are trying to just control themselves because they feel it's too soon to perhaps give it. With Knight of Coins, it's like their intention is to give it, but at the end of the day, they do want to take this very, very slowly. They do want to like literally see the situation, try to see both of you, how you guys act in different scenarios, whether things will work out between you guys or not. Because in no way they would want to take any impulsive decision. They would want to be very, very careful when they're making this decision, because they don't want these kinds of energies coming in the future. And which is why they must be thinking that perhaps it's just a phase right now, that I am feeling this way for pile 3, but I'll take an action once I'm emotionally centered, once these feelings of intimacy sort of just goes away, and maybe then I'll see that whether I would want to connect with pile 3 or not. Okay, so when you talk about the action will definitely be there. The action will definitely come. But your partner is not wanting to take any action feeling this way, feeling King of Cups and Nine of Cups. They don't want to literally take any action, because if they come forward and they're feeling all lovey-dovey, and if you're not talking to them, your partner could be like, okay, you want commitment, pile 3, I'm going to give it to you. Okay, you want to get married, pile 3, I'm going to give it to you. So it's like they would feel that because they are in this state, that they would do anything to get their wish fulfilled, which is you. So whatever that you ask for, they will gonna give it to you, and they don't want to be in this situation. All right, so let's see what's coming up. As a guidance for you. Okay. Pile 3, your guidance is basically, and we have Four of Wands at the bottom, and then Knight of Cups, and then the Empress, and then Ace of Swords. Pile 3, your guidance is basically you should take this connection in a very casual and in a very friendship sort of a mode in the beginning. So when this person comes forward, don't just quickly jump right into it, because this person is someone who's very practical, who's very judgy, right? Who's very judgy when it comes to making decisions related to their future. So your guidance here is that if you don't want to get hurt in the future, now if you don't seek commitment from this person, there is also an emotional attachment, right? and you've been advised to actually transform this relationship what it was earlier. Maybe you guys were perhaps in a situationship, and when this person comes forward, you guys become a couple, like girlfriend boyfriend couple. So the advice here is to take things very slowly, and not even slowly. You have to learn the art of detachment. You have to learn the art of, okay, if there's something is not working out, you have to be ready to just move on. Don't let their energies affect you in any way or lower your vibrations in any way, right? Because if you would want this person to come forward, you have to be in this Empress energy, which is more like a divine feminine energy. Speak your own truth. That if there is no commitment coming, or if you can't be serious about me, then I don't want to be tied to you, because we are definitely not in a relationship. Technically, I'm single, so I'm still exploring, right? And we can chill, perhaps. So you have to literally, now this is just an example, okay, guys? I mean, what I'm trying to tell you is that through an example, that speak your truth. Don't be like when this person comes in and he's like, he or she is like, let's just be friends, and you will feel like, all right, so he or she has told me to be friends, which means he or she is still judging me. How do I act when it comes to different scenarios? How do we fit with each other? How compatible we are? And you try so hard to be compatible with them. You're like, you're doing all the right things, you are just trying to be the husband or the wifey material, and that's not your truth. You're trying to fit into their life, right? Where is your life? What do you want to do? What do you want this connection to be? How do you want them to show up? Right? You don't have to adjust. Both of you, I'm not saying that you have to make them adjust. No. You have to come from a place of authenticity, and you have to teach them that as well. Otherwise, this relationship will always be you adjusting to them, and or maybe they adjusting to you. And if one of them adjusts and they are not free, then that relationship is, it's not four of wands. Okay? All right. So this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the love and light, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye bye. Take care.